Hello, and welcome to the East Baton Rouge Parish Public Library 20-somethings virtual crafts. Today we'll be working on our June craft for the Delmont Gardens location, and we'll be making an upcycled plant hanger. If you picked up one of our craft bags, you will have some cord to tie up your plant hanger, an upcycled bottle that's been treated with a spray adhesive so that your paint and your marker color adheres better, a bag of soil, and a bag of seeds. From home, you're going to need a craft knife or a pair of scissors. The first thing that you're going to want to do is decide how tall you want your plant hanger. Most of the bottle is probably preferred to be used, so you have a lot of space there for your soil and your seeds. So once you've decided how big you want to make it, you're going to insert the tip of your knife and slowly cut around in a diagonal cut. You want one side to be a little bit taller than the other side. So when you're finished cutting, your bottle will look something like this. Make sure that you're extra careful doing this step so as not to cut yourself. The next step is to add puncture holes, not too big, in the bottom of your hanger. You want to also do these very carefully so as not to stab yourself, and very slowly so that you don't accidentally make a hole that's so big that all of your water and soil is going to run out of it. You want it big enough to drain, but not so big that you lose all those vital nutrients in the soil when it runs out. For our next step, we're going to get creative. We're going to design our hanging flower pot. With this one, I used a mix of tempera and acrylic paints. There had to be a couple of coats to get a nice solid color, but as you see, you can move it and give it a little scrape, and since it's been treated, your paint won't just come right off once you squeeze it. But this one, we're going to use Sharpies. The next step, we're going to use our craft knife or our pair of scissors, and we're going to make 2 holes on each side of your bottle. You want to put something down under you, like a piece of cardboard or a cutting board or something like that, so you don't ruin whatever surface you're trying to do this on. Now these holes, unlike the holes at the very bottom that drain water, are going to have to be a little bit bigger because you're going to want to fit your cordage through these rolls. So once you get your blade in, give it a nice little spin so that you have a relatively wide hole to fit your yarn through. And you can always cut off these edges that stick out. And file down any rough spots if you want. The next step is we're going to run our cord through our holes. Now it's time to get our hands dirty. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our soil and we're going to fill our planter up about 3/4 of the way. Make sure you have something down like a mess mat so you don't get everything dirty. So that's about a good amount. So you got a little bit more room in there because once you put the initial layer of soil down, what you're going to do is sprinkle your seeds. Add another little layer of soil so that they're nice and covered. And then you're going to water it. Water it well, but don't overwater it. Luckily we drilled those holes in the bottom so it'll leave any excess water out. But now your planter is ready. You can tie it and hang it wherever you'd like. Thank you for joining us again for the East Baton Rouge Parish Public Library 20-somethings virtual crafts.